Welcome, Goat fans, and the Canucks are back in the playoff tradition. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the greatest of all time podcast show, Goat Radio. I'm the big man, and do we have a wicked lineup in the Goatrage to talk some Nucks? Reno is with us. What's up, brother?
Hey, buddy. Boys, happy to be back here in the new and improved Goatrage. Gotta say, big man, you've put in a lot of good work into this place. It's always been nostalgic, but yeah, it's good. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Couple trips to Costco, but it pays off for sure.
Some nutty Renos in here.
Oh, yeah.
Toorzy
Goat Renos.
Big man,
is
what's
back
up?
with us.
Good to be back, buddy.
What's up, brother?
I'm good.
It's always good to have a local legend return to the Goat Radio podcast. Johnny Defazio, thanks for coming, brother.
Thank you, brother. Thanks for having me, big man. This is awesome. I said when I've been here before that it's like you walk in here and you feel like celebrity status. So it's always good being in here. We got playoff hockey. We got Kess. We got Miller. We got Henrik, and then we got LA Kings over here. No big deal. No big deal.
And you know what? It's April and best time of the year because of playoffs, right?
It is.
And we're going to talk some Nucks. We're also going to talk some other playoff subjects and a global Goatfire question. What is the greatest hockey playoff tradition? It's going to be wicked. Johnny, why don't you start us off? What are you wearing, man?
I'm wearing I got Henrik Sedin 40th jersey, which 40th anniversary jersey, and it's autographed too on the back because I got to meet him one time. But this reminds me of our last run. Yeah. Which is why I wanted to wear it tonight. This is like 2011 era. This is when we were there last time. You got the patch on your jersey too. So this was like remembering what it was like and wanting to be there again. So that's why I had to bring this one.
Yeah, you said it. I'm wearing the 2011 Stanley Cup run. Game 7 loss. It's still a dagger.
Yep.
Number 17, Kessler. He was a big part of the run.
Workhorse.
Warrior. I'm rocking the new edition of the Flying Skate, JT Miller. The guy's been an absolute horse for us this year.
He's the new warrior.
Yeah,
he's our new warrior.
He is. Yeah. He should have been paid $11.6 million, but that's for another day. But
that's his next contract.
Yeah. But you know what? I got to say, Loesch, you had this discussion on the podcast. These jerseys, they screwed with them. The collar is all black.
Yeah.
Compared to what it used to be with I
bought the 50th anniversary jersey.
Yeah, the 50th one is good. It's nice.
And it's got a little red here.
Yes.
And I like that one before that. You know what? They redid the numbers on these too. Your numbers are different than the 94 numbers of the 50th anniversary numbers.
There's a little bit of weight on those ones. Right?
Yeah. Is there numbers on that one?
I don't have it.
No, there isn't. No, you don't have it in here. But the numbers are different. The letter's different. The crest is a little bit different.
Yeah, you know what? It's a nice jersey, but why change it? Why change it?
Nice colors, though.
And then there's a guy not wearing a Canucks jersey.
Well, I had to be the villain tonight.
Yeah.
I was looking for I'll look it up. 94, small, a little bit of marks on the back, but we washed it. Typical Indians, putting in the washer, Canucks jersey. Couldn't find it, but potential matchup. So I got it from the wall here, the great wall that he's got with the jerseys, the options. So
he had a lot to choose from, and he chose it. Yeah,
no, I know. I did. I didn't want to be that homer and grabbing even though I am the other one. But I like this one. It actually fits nice.
Before we get into some potential matchups, so boys, before the season started, no one knew where the Canucks were going to go. We had no clue. There was insane question marks. We would have been happy them just squeaking in.
Of course.
They've totally exceeded our expectations. Let's talk about how wicked the season was. They sparked up Vancouver.
I mean, I will say this, and this isn't for bragging rights or anything, but at the beginning of the year, I have factual evidence of it. But I said I believe in the Canucks and the lineup and the turn and more than anything, I believe in the coaching.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And with Foot and Tocchet and Gonchar and the Sedins on the power play and just the room shifting. And I said, listen, I see Canucks in 2 or 3 spot. I didn't see him in 1 where we have been for a long time. I see us in 2 or 3, and I see Edmonton ahead. Now, we've been ahead. Edmonton's on our ass. We know that. They're 3 points out. We could still lose that spot to them. But I knew we were going to be different. Coaching just gave me that extra confidence to get JT Miller up and everybody up.
Yeah. Do you think that was the main reason Canucks excelled? The coaching staff behind the bench?
I mean, that, and the only other thing that I'll say is our D. We added Cole. We added Susie. You know, we had Hughes, who had another crazy year, and then it's Chronic.
Well, it's also the big factor too if Thatcher Demko's was healthy.
Massive.
Last year he had an injury in the off season, right? He didn't fully get a good season of training, but yeah, he's makes the world of a difference, as we could tell now.
Of course. DeSmith has helped us.
Yeah.
DeSmith has done his part, but now we need him back. And even people are starting to say, DeSmith's been awesome and it's been great and he's been helping us. Fine. He did his job that he needed to do, but now it's time.
Yeah.
Demko's got to come back. He needs to play 3 or 4 games down the pipe, and then we need to go into playoffs hot.
So, just like before the regular season, unfortunately, there's question marks now before the playoffs, especially when you look at, first off, Demko. We don't really know. This is a nagging injury. Yeah. Let's be honest.
It's a knee.
For sure it's a nagging
He's going to come back. He will. I don't know if he's going to play a little sore.
Yeah.
But we asked the GOAT fans who they would rather play. Who, if you were a player, boys, I'll ask you this. If you were a player or a coach, so it's between LA right now, LA, Vegas, Nashville Predators.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those three.
Who would you want to play?
My choice is Nashville. Okay. For a number of reasons. Vegas it'd be great to beat the champs in the first round and get them out of the way and say that you beat them and did all that. We came close in that
bubble
bullshit, whatever.
Yeah.
But Nashville, for a number of reasons. Everybody's like, I'm scared because they've been on a streak. But listen, just like Canucks run streaks, streaks end. And I'd rather play a team that's kind of a little bit more equal to us, with a streak that's ending and we're maybe not so hot, and let the other guys. And that's the other reason I want to play Nashville, is because I want Edmonton and Vegas to match up, or Edmonton and LA to match up, so that we don't have to have that matchup.
On the flip side, I kind of want to maybe play a juggernaut
right off the
in
hop?
Vegas. You know why? Because if you do end up winning that series, what a momentous win that would be.
Of course. It's beating the champs.
I think that would be huge for the squad.
Yeah, when Stone comes back and Hurdle comes back and their cap, circumvention is all under the rug and they're good to go.
The thing is, they're going to have to insert these guys. It might blow some chemistry off. And their goaltending, they went all the way last year with goaltending, subpar goaltending, I think. And I don't think they can do it again.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
They had two goalies. They had Brossois, then he went down, and then Hill. They were lucky, right?
Yeah, they were lucky.
Well, that's how good their team was.
Because they're stacked.
They're stacked.
Same back-to-back years.
Greasy business.
But sometimes being stacked doesn't always work out as well, right? Like you said, it's tough to just turn on the light switch, man. It doesn't just work like that. I don't know. If, from my opinion, for you guys, I agree with you. I'd just go with Nashville. They're kind of like the Canucks. They're in there.
They're the cleanest.
They don't have the experience as Vegas and LA. Like
we beat Nashville last time we played them in 2011.
Right?
We beat Nashville.
Right. Just now going for the new cores. Like Colorado's been there. Yeah. Dallas is still punching the door that's been there. Winnipeg's still knocking on that door. Like the juggernauts of the West. Nashville hasn't been there. Canucks' core minus the bubble. They haven't. They haven't had that adversity, right? They have a good year. It's been pretty good until now. I still think you guys are just overreacting. Everything's okay. They're gearing up. But I think Nashville would be the best bet. I don't know why LA is such a tough. Is it a boring style that they play and it just doesn't mesh
They
well?
got the Nucks number.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, it seems to
and
be.
I can't put my finger on it.
Their building sucks too, man.
Yeah.
Staples Center sucks.
Really?
Listen, I don't want to. I'm not knocking it, but I'm comparing it to Rogers.
Yeah. Okay.
And their building. It feels like you're at like a theme park, as opposed to being in a stadium. And I've been there and I've watched it, and I've been to Vegas too. Vegas is amazing.
That's what I hear.
Oh, yeah.
Vegas is nuts. And I was even not even in the best seats in Vegas, and it was still great. So, I mean, I think building plays a factor. I don't like playing in LA. I feel like it's a weird away game for the team.
But it's like so many Canucks fans go there. But
because let's go to California and go catch a game. That's why we go there.
I don't know what it is. It's got to be the 1-3 that they play. Like that style is trap, boring. They sit back, and then they got like those quick guys that just like Trevor Moore, like
And they
quick
have some
speed,
tough,
like,
and they have some toughness.
Talbot
they?
is like he owns the Nucks too. Talbot, like his career stats against the Nucks are crazy.
that's
Wow.
crazy to say.
Can the Canucks core get the job done, guys? If you look at other teams' core,
I like our listen. I said it from the beginning, and when we were on that heater, and people were like, "Oh man, we lost 1 or 2 games, and then we'd win 1 or 2, and we'd win 4, lose 1, and all that." And I go, listen, I like our odds when you're in a best of 7, and it's first to 4 games. The script is out the window,
Yeah.
and I don't think the Canucks would sit back and bomb off 4 games to anybody. I actually don't even think Vegas we'd lose 4 straight or anything like that. So
It's going to be tight.
It's
Like,
going to be
it's
tight.
gonna be tight.
It's going to be tight, and I like Canucks fighting chance. That's all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, like, yeah, since the All-Star break, it's evident, like, we haven't been playing great.
yeah.
And I think, you know what? We've been sitting pretty up at the top of the standings for so long, right? So that creeps in a bit. Teams are desperate right now. LA's been desperate
Yeah,
for the last month.
yeah.
So-
The West is set pretty much, right? The West is not set.
Like-
who's playing who, but the 8 are
Yes,
set.
yes,
yeah,
they're
the
set.
8 are
The
set.
8 are set.
Yeah, it's only the East that can swap like 3 teams are in and out.
No, that's going to go till the last day.
But to answer your question, big man, I do believe in the core. I do think we could get. I mean, I hope we go the distance, but I think we could win a round.
Yeah.
I hope so at least, but we just got to play better.
The
I'm not
core,
gonna-
it's going to be tested. I mean,
Yeah.
our
our star players got to be our star players.
Hey, if Demko comes back, let's just say, guys, he comes back and plays this year, Demko. No knee injury, no nagging, no playing hurt. If he comes back and plays how he played for 60 games, every game we've got a shot.
Yeah.
Just with him.
and teams are going to be running that crease.
100%.
Yeah.
Like Zadorov, good pickup. He's going to be busy.
Yeah.
It's good that the D's big.
half the
is.
squad has not played in front of a playoff barn.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is that worrisome?
Big time. Big. That's my only thing.
Yeah.
Is like
No experience.
It doesn't count about winning a couple in the bubble, because if you go back that year, COVID stopped. They weren't even gonna make it. Like Demko went like 2 for 7, and like then the stop.
It was
and
only
then
because the Canadian team
Exactly.
thing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what
they're playing.
You're
happened.
not
the
playing in the
play-in.
barn, the arenas, the white, but like it's gonna be electrifying though the other way here, because this city's been waiting.
I heard
guys,
tickets are expensive. I don't know.
$500.
Yeah,
Okay. 500 a ticket to get
Upper
in the
bowl.
building?
in the building.
So 1,000 a pair?
Guess.
Pretty much.
1,000 a pair, and your lower bowl is about what, 800
Yeah. Lower Bulls.
Plus
So
another
1,600 a pair?
for
Oh,
low,
wow.
for a lower bowl
Oh,
seat.
wow.
$100 for
it's
16
nuts.
French fries.
That's aggressive.
Hey, the city's pumped up.
yeah,
big
for
time.
sure.
I'm
I'm
jacked.
pumped for you guys, man. It's gonna be good too. Like it's gonna be good.
It's awesome.
It's good.
Do you guys have a player that you think is it going to be a game changer? Do we which player are you looking at
Oh, I
to
got
bring
one.
it?
Oh, he's repping the jersey.
Yeah, I got to say Miller.
You think
For
Miller?
sure. I think so too.
Miller will carry the boys, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, like I'm not the biggest Pedersen guy, but like we need him to get going.
Yeah.
We need him to get going bad.
And I tell you what else we need to get going. If the Canucks can't clean up their special teams,
Oh yeah.
it's going to be a quick exit.
Of
Yeah.
course.
It's been awful.
Bad.
Okay, and you know what I'm looking at, guys? There's the most underrated player. Who's the most underrated player you think right now in the NHL?
I know.
Oh,
and I'm-
NHL?
Yes.
And you know what? And I'm gonna say
NHL is
what my answer was. Who's gonna be the game changer? You're gonna laugh.
No, I
is
won't.
Garland.
Garland.
I think he is gonna I don't watch Canucks games. I've seen 3 with RSD Baines when he played, and that's it. Every time I watch a period or hear whatever, you know who's always doing something and getting goals or making things happen is Garland.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
And I agree with that,
Yeah,
Toorzy.
man.
And you know who else?
Dakota John.
The Hog.
Who's
Yeah.
that? Oh,
Hoglander.
Hoglander. I'll tell you why. This guy doesn't get the respect he deserves.
No, he doesn't.
He's a top 6
Yeah.
forward. He's got 23 goals, okay? You know how many are even strength?
26.
23.
Oh, 23 of them, yeah.
So he's not even getting PP
No,
time.
no
or
PP.
He
nothing.
gets second PP, which they don't play too much.
They don't get nothing.
Put this guy, give him some more ice. You know what his total ice time in the season is? 1150-ish.
Average.
23 goals.
Is he up or something, or like
23 even strength. He's in the top 20.
But is he up for
No,
like a
man, he's
contract? Like,
no,
or is
they
he
just signed him
locked
this year. He's locked up for next year too. He's going to be the biggest bargain, I think.
Well,
in the
which is
next year.
which is
I
crazy.
think he's only making
1.2 or
yeah,
something.
He's not even making
And
two.
then you look
He's
at
like the Burrows.
McKayev, like
Yeah, Jesus.
McKayev was a mistake, though.
I know.
At the same
It's-
time,
could
that
see
was a
him getting
coin
bought
toss. We signed
that
McKayev
was
from
a-
Toronto, and Edmonton signed Hyman the same year.
Yeah.
They came off of Toronto, and Edmonton got Hyman, and we got McKayev for defensive, for shorthanded, for speed, for a playmaker on the wing, and he just ended up being a bust, and Hyman ended up being like a
Well, he got that injury, right?
and
Yeah.
bad,
Okay, he blew his ACL.
bad signings happen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
100%.
It happens.
I
You
could-
can't sit there. Yeah.
There's one thing with this management group, like they ship out anyone
And
whoever
he's-
they bring in, anyone
yeah.
working, they ship out. So I could
Yeah.
see him getting bought. out.
Lindholm wasn't their fault either. I mean, everybody's shitting on that, and it's really bad. I get it. It's awful. You guys,
it?
they're saying Lindholm might not come back for the season.
Yeah,
for
that's
the
what I
season.
heard he might be back first round.
No, I heard nothing.
Not even
I-
playoffs?
I heard not even playoffs, possibly.
Yeah, but then
because a wrist injury that they were saying wasn't so bad, but now there's a setback. And I don't have anybody quoting me on that, so I don't send Big Man any hate or any craziness. But
clip it right now.
Hey, or I could be the one letting the cat out of the bag, saying Lindholm might be done, which is shitty.
Hey.
Go
Which is
Radio
shitty.
Insider right
Hey,
there.
but you know
It
what
could
though?
be.
Then it just shows you like the due diligence and like maybe they did jump the gun. Like
I know.
like why don't?
But if he panned out though, hey, if he panned
I
out
don't
and we
know.
shipped Kuzmenko for Lindholm, and Lindholm has 15 goals right now since we got him, then nobody's saying nothing.
Well, how about I don't want to get off topic. I'll just quick. If it's Pittsburgh gets in and they play Carolina first round, and it's Gensel got shipped out and they got a first round matchup. How
It's
crazy
true.
is that?
It's true.
I hope Ovi gets in.
Oh, I hope both they do.
I want Crosby more than Ovi.
You know what?
I want them both.
Yeah.
I want them both.
Can
in.
both get in?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
can.
they can.
Because Pittsburgh can take the division, which would bump out Islanders, and then Washington would have to take 8. No one's catching 7. Tampa's got 7 locked up. So it's 8 and 3. But
Ooh,
three
that's gonna be
three can only be Detroit, New York Islanders, or Pittsburgh. So or maybe
Philly too.
or Philly
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe even Washington, yeah.
Okay, boys. You got the Canucks. You got Edmonton. You got Winnipeg. And you got the Leafs. Over 30 years, Canada hasn't seen the Cup. Who's got the best chance out of the 4 Canadian teams? Is this the year?
I mean, I said it was last year, so I think I'm going to say it again because I do think that if it's not Canucks, I really hope it is. But if it's not, I like even Edmonton in a 7-game series is in that same boat that I just put the Canucks in. You can beat Edmonton once, but you got to beat them 4 times, or they have to beat you 4, and their power is just really strong. And then Toronto. The one thing I like about Toronto this year is that this year, of all years, they're the sleeper.
Yeah.
They're kind of like, no one's even talking about them. It's New York and Boston and Florida. And can you believe it? And so Toronto has always been the favorite and getting upset by the underdog. This year, they actually get to be like, oh my goodness. Wow, they are for real this year.
No, yeah, you nailed it.
Yeah.
I thought going into the year Toronto was going to be a lot better than they are. I mean, the moves they brought in, right? Like they addressed some needs.
I
Bringing in
know,
Bertuzzi,
but like
Domi.
I
mean, a bit-
watch I watch a lot of East Coast hockey. Like that's all I watch. I watch Bruins. I watch what's
Why?
going on
Because you watch the early feed? Is that why you watch?
I'm
like,
a Bruins fan,
Okay.
so I keep what's going on, and then I get home 4:00, everything's on.
Yeah.
it's great, and then 7:00, like I get tired. I can't kids and stuff like that. Like, it's just
100%.
done.
Yeah.
So that's one thing.
Yeah.
So I'm just heavily invested in that area, that division. But Toronto, just something like they're so inconsistent. Like Reeves was out there with the 2 minutes left in the game, killing against Tampa. Like they're just everybody in the Atlantic wants them. Like they're just gonna.
Yeah.
Florida's gonna roll on them. I want them as a brew. I want them.
Of course you do.
So I don't know. Get your question. I sat here months ago saying Canucks wouldn't even make the playoffs when we asked. Going back on my words, I think the Canucks have the best shot as a Canadian team to win it.
Nice. I
do.
respect that.
I do. I'm not saying it's.
I put them 1-2. But I put Edmonton a close 2, and I put Toronto a close 3. But I like Canucks, man.
I don't mind them. I think if they got because the thing is they got the goalie, they got the defenseman, and they got the forward. which was supposed to be Pettersson, but it's not. So if he can just fucking pick it up,
Then we got
guys,
Miller and Pedersen.
But that's what I'm saying,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like it's if you got the two, like you got the back end, like what you need, but it takes more than that.
If everybody
It
would have
takes-
shut the fuck up about his signing and his, am I allowed to swear?
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
Okay, I knew I was, but if everybody was allowed or just shut up about his contract and let the poor guy just play, everybody was worried he wasn't coming back. I said he's going to come back. Just leave him alone.
he's not built
Typical
for the, he's
Vancouver-
not built for the playoffs.
Typical
No, I
Vancouver
know.
media. Typical Vancouver
This
media.
is
Yeah.
why
Leave him alone.
This is why I feel a Canadian team cannot win the cup.
Not even this year.
I don't know about this year, but it's no coincidence. It's been fucking over 30 years. The pressure is too much in Canada.
Yeah.
Like, for example, we're 2 weeks out of the playoffs and Vancouver is going crazy
You
right
guys
now.
look like in crisis. Like I
We're
didn't
crisis.
think it was this.
It's-
I'm seeing the
It's
faces.
tough. And you know what?
Well,
you
it's
got
it's like look how we've been playing, right? Like
Pedersen is
Yeah.
a young, he's still young. And this is heavy on this guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
but yeah, he's got to play better.
100% he does. He knows that, but can he handle it? I don't know.
Fuck, it's only gonna get harder, man.
I know.
Every
That's why.
check
That's
is
another
fake.
reason why I won Edmonton and Vegas
Oh, yeah.
in matchup 1. And then if you cruise, if you can get through round 1 against LA or Nashville, which I think is humanly possible, if you do that, then you're down to the final 4, and one of Vegas or Vegas or Edmonton is gone, plus the team that you just beat. So you're really narrowing down. And I like us playing against the Dallas, the Colorado, the Winnipeg. I like that division because we match up tougher. So I just want our division to beat the shit out of each other and come out on top. And I think we're going to be okay.
Just get out of the first round.
Yeah.
That's it. And I think it'll be. Remember in 2011, we just needed to get out of Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We needed
Slay
to
the
like
dragon.
just beat them, and we did. And then it was Nashville, okay, San Jose, okay, Boston up 2-0, and I really think that it just needs to be that first round push.
Yeah.
I got to say though. Sorry, I got to say it's only a matter of time till McDavid gets a cup.
Yeah, I know.
Guys like that, like
Yeah,
I
that's
hope
why I
so.
put Edmonton like right there.
players like that, even like you could say Draisaitl too. Like those guys do not win cups.
Yeah.
Like,
I love
David will win a cup.
Darnell,
I love McJesus, man.
Yeah, me
Darnell Nurse. That they're not winning. They're gonna lose in the first round.
No.
No,
You think so?
Oh come
No,
on.
They scare the shit out of
Really?
me.
Why?
Saturday
They
night,
do.
Nucks. It's gonna be a big Saturday next
Yeah.
week. UFC 300 too. Nucks Edmonton.
Oh, it's Nucks Edmonton next Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay,
Saturday
okay.
coming up, right? Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And my birthday, we're going to
Oh.
Is it your birthday the same night?
next weekend.
Oh my gosh!
It's going to be and UFC 300, you got the Nucks and you got Frozen 4 finals.
You get
too.
to use.
Isn't-
You get to use
Well, the
you got
Goatrage.
the Goatrage and put them all on different screens and
Yeah.
have it all going.
Hey, Frozen 4 final, is that next week? Sorry to interrupt.
Next week, Thursday and the Saturday, I believe.
Okay.
Okay, guys, one more question. Where would you want Celebrini to go, the local boy?
Oh wow! Because it's going to be another big number 1 pick.
Yeah.
You know what?
And he's looking like the real deal as well.
yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
Okay, is he Bedard's cousin? I heard.
Yeah.
He is.
Oh, is it? I didn't know there was a connection there. So I mean, I'll say this: when Chicago back in the day, when they went on their run and they signed all their supplemental help, they had 2 stars that they drafted, Kane and Taze.
Yeah, there you go.
And now if they get Bedard and Celebrini, they have the potential to build and go on another run, I believe. They're not building their team right now to run. They're waiting to add their chips and their D-men and their big pieces. So I actually kind of like a dick move. Don't want him to go there
Yeah.
because of that. But on the flip side, where I want to see him go, where I actually would like to see him play, is Anaheim. I like Anaheim's young team.
Yeah.
I like all their players around it. They made that trade with Philly and got Cutter Gauthier. They have Zegras. They have McTavish.
Karlsson.
They have Leo Carlson. They've got.
Tavish is a beast.
But he's a stud. They have so many powerhouses that if I'm going to see this guy Celebrini step in, I want to see him step in Anaheim. I don't want to play him all the time. He's going to be in our division, but I want to see him go to Anaheim.
Well said.
That's good.
Okay, boys.
What about you guys? Where do you see him?
I think he's going. I don't know. The NHL's all been about storylines this year. A lot of crazy stuff's happened. I think he's going to go to Chicago.
Yeah, right.
I think it's just gonna.
Well, that was last year's storyline is they substituted 88 for 98. You know, they got rid of Kane last year, and the year they got rid of Kane, they got the number 1 draft pick and got 88 for 98.
Yeah, I think Chicago.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing him in Montreal.
Oh yeah.
I like their young squad as well.
Yeah.
Okay, boys. How about we go to our global Goat Fire question?
Ding,
And
ding.
it's a wicked one. Okay? What's up?
No, I said ding ding.
Oh, ding ding. Yeah, there you go.
Ding.
That's that. I love that, eh? Okay. From Daryl. Thank you, Daryl. And he's asking us, what is the greatest hockey playoff tradition? Oh, wow. Some of the reasons these traditions set hockey apart from other sports. You know what? That's what I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
What comes to mind, boys?
So are we going 5 down?
No, no, it's not a Goat 5.
No.
Oh, it's not a
okay.
Goal 5.
Not a Goat 5.
Okay.
I like so this just kind of started up I want to say probably like a decade ago, the series intros. Like we watched it after the Eagles game on the week, the Adele one with the Bruins and Nucks, the whole series
The CBC,
recaps
yeah,
that. And
cool.
like, I like that. Like I don't know, they do a good job like promoting all that, and it gets you fired right up.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
It's
Yeah.
a good one. And, Hockey Night in Canada. That's
Yeah.
a
Everybody's
tradition,
looking
right?
for that CBC intro, like
Yeah.
the first one. Yeah, I like that. I never
Yeah.
thought of that at all.
Mine's the TV. I swear to you, I don't know what it is, you guys, but you know how you said you watch East Coast games, and when you come home from work, it's 4:30. You turn on the TV. Maybe you're getting dinner going. Kids are running around. If hockey's on during playoff time, I swear it sounds different. It's just different. The screen's a little bit different. The heading, the logos are on the ice
the
for
sun's
Stanley
out.
Cup.
The sun's
The
out.
sun's
Yeah, the
out.
sun's out big.
You know, the playoff badges are in the ice. They're embedded in the ice. It's just a different atmosphere. And I like the summer hockey, feel of just, let's barbecue a couple steaks
yeah.
tonight. I'm in a good mood
But
already.
that's one thing though. If it's a 7 p.m. game, you got the build up.
Yeah, it's
which
true.
is good for
it's true.
I used to cheer and I watched, and the 7 o'clock build up was the game's on, like,
And guess what? There's nothing better than watching any game that's on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this series. Oh, what's gonna happen here? And then flip the channel. That's my like tradition of just like enjoying the commentating.
Yeah.
The music behind it. Just everything like that.
I love the passion.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love
Johnny
it too,
Defazio's
man.
going,
You're
bring
firing
it.
me up. It's like, can I come back?
I'm joking.
I bring the passion, boys. I'm telling you.
Mine, I'm gonna go strictly to like the big. There's a bunch of traditions with
Yeah.
hockey
Yeah.
and sport. Like when it comes to NHL, and I went through the list.
I got
and
it. I fix it.
I
I
thought
got it.
I wasn't expecting your guys' answers, but I'm gonna go with the playoff beard. It's just
Yeah.
Timeless.
you're in
Timeless.
you're in
cheating.
Normandy. You're just, but you're like, it
Yeah,
just
true.
shows how hard it is. And like some of these guys can't even grow the beards, and then like you see like what they have at the end, and then you just see like the
Yeah.
like how hard it is. Like that one,
The young Sidney Crosby whiskers. Even he's got him
the
out.
picture of like Lyndon hugging Kirk McLean is like a Vancouver portrait. That,
Yeah.
like he had a goatee. It doesn't matter like anything. Like to me, you see the battle wounds in the beard.
For sure.
And like it's like you see a picture of someone who went to war and the before, and you see a picture of after. It's like the playoffs before and after, the face.
Yeah.
That's epic to me.
Yeah.
What about the uniqueness of the Stanley Cup? There's so many with that. Passing it off to the captain when they win.
Yeah,
That the trophy is on another level.
what they do,
There's
how
This is the
they-
best
nothing-
trophy in
there's
professional
nothing-
sports. It's
Wait,
gotta be.
Yeah.
and just the way
and how they present it.
they present it, the captain, the day with the cup.
Oh,
Players get a day with the cup. They
I'm
don't
not
get,
gonna lie. I hated watching Boston's days
Yeah.
with the cup back in
Didn't.
2011.
Didn't
And
watch it.
I hated even. Don't even think I watched TSN or Sportsnet the rest of the summer because I didn't want to see any highlights of anything. I needed to turn that right
you're
off.
gutted,
man.
man.
Yeah.
What about drinking out of the cup?
Yep.
And I love after a hard-fought series,
Oh yeah,
they were shit kicking each other, come together,
Handshakes.
handshakes.
that's
Big
the
one.
best too.
Big
like
one.
it's just
Hockey's the only sport really that
That's
does it.
why
I guess
there's-
football they do it after.
no man. They got
Because
the
you
kids
kind of
coming-
cross field, but
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
the same.
Not
It's
the same like hockey.
It's not the
Hockey,
same.
you literally go to war, 7 games, hating each other.
Not touching the conference trophies.
Another
That's
one.
huge.
I like those all. They're all the best.
But we're missing one, boys. And it is the greatest hockey tradition
Towels?
ever. I'm going to say it right now. Let me say this quote here. The Vancouver Canucks tradition of towel power
Yes, it is. Yes,
That's what I
it
had,
is.
Has-
had to one.
Let me read this, boys. Has its origins during the 1982 Stanley Cup playoffs in a game against the Chicago Blackhawks. Vancouver coach Roger Neilson, fed up with the performance of the officials in the game, placed a white towel on the end of a hockey stick and held it up like a white flag in mock surrender. Several Canucks players sitting on the bench followed suit, and Neilson was ejected from the game. But the greatest hockey playoff tradition was born. Towel power, boys.
Towel power.
You nailed that.
Remember this?
There it is.
Oh yeah.
There it is. The statue's in front of the building.
Absolutely.
Statue's in front of the building.
You know, those towels, there's nothing like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
The whiteout. I
the
wish
Raj
they
is
wore-
going to be rocking. I can't wait.
wish
Game
they
one's
wore
going to
the
be good.
whites at home.
I know. I like the whites
Yeah.
too.
Like the whites, people don't remember. And
Never
I
mind
do.
that. We might even wear those.
But
We might wear
it's
black.
not the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
Like 94, when they wore the whites at home, and I was 7, and I went some of those games. I'm not lying, but with the white jerseys and the white towels, kind of like how Winnipeg they did the whiteout. There was a whiteout.
Yeah.
They
Winnipeg's
gotta wear
whiteout.
whites.
Winnipeg's whiteout. I respect
It
it.
looks
They
nice
go. They
because
go
the
full
jerseys
out.
on the ice look nice with the white. If it's black, I mean, it just. It looks
I want
nice.
Canucks to actually do the white version
Skate?
as well, and sometimes on a road trip be able to wear the white skate on a road trip too.
They should go like that and white, and then just if you guys want to do the blue for the
Canucks
city,
are changing their seats in the stadium.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
all
so
black.
they
all
might be
black.
going back like how everybody wants it because
Yeah.
it looks like Jim Rutherford like he wants change and things like practice facility and
100%.
seats like just
And if
little
they go-
things that we don't think about they're doing, and that is a good president.
Yeah, that means that these jerseys are selling like hotcakes, and they know, they know that if people are in black, let's put the seats in black. So guess what? When there's an empty seat, it looks like somebody's in it because of our jerseys.
Are they coming out to you too? Do you guys come out to you
that was
too
another
still?
thing I was going to say.
No,
no,
the
they don't.
U2 song?
No, they
No,
don't.
They
But
don't
I
come
think
out to you too, right?
No.
One at a time, boys.
I think they should come out to you too, and I think they will.
Yeah.
But
I think
I
they're going
hope
back
so.
to 2011
They
man
should.
style.
They should.
I think it's just, man,
That's
the
one of the best
goosebumps you
entrances.
get in the anthem
oh yeah,
at the Canucks game. I think the building lost its energy, obviously, the last 10 years, big time.
Oh yeah,
It will be back.
it will be.
yeah.
I got to go to 2 games in 2011. I went to Chicago where we got a win in the first round, and then I got to go to Game 2 Boston
Yeah.
in the finals when we won in overtime with that
Burrows.
wraparound Burrows goal. And man, it was just electric.
And everyone thought we won.
Oh my gosh! Playing
I
the
told
root.
this story
City was
before on
sitting
the podcast when we first started. That night, I went to the pub. Everyone was like, "We won the cup. It's 2-0."
Drinks are on me.
Oh,
People were holding up Corona bottles and kissing it like it's the cup. Little did we know.
No,
Oh, gross.
It takes 4 games, and the hardest one to win in the end is the 4th.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but
You know what?
great memories.
It's
I think because we Canucks lost it, it means still a lot. We're so hungry now. I think the Canuck base, some of the most hungriest fans.
you know what, and they're fortunate out of the Canadian cities as well too. Like Toronto has not even 93 Dougie Gilmore. Like when the fuck have they ever been in that far?
Second round. Even second
Canucks
round. They
have-
finally made it last year for
honestly,
the
like,
first time in like
winning-
15 years.
Winning, losing, or whatever, like just getting to the dance should be appreciated
Yeah,
too. Like
of course.
I'm the team I support, been there twice after. I don't hold it sucks, but like getting there's good. 94, fuck, that's gut wrenching though. Canucks, that 2011, it was a tough.
I actually
one for
thought
everybody.
Boston was going to win a second one when they lost in the final to who?
Chicago. Well, they went to
No, it
2013
wasn't
was Chicago, then St.
Oh, yeah.
Louis. The same thing. 4-1
Oh,
at
St.
home.
Louis
Like,
is the one. St.
and
Louis is the one that I'm like,
but
Boston's
even-
going to beat St.
But
Louis.
even last year, like back to your pod, when you said earlier, like I don't see this anybody being this team 4 times. Look at last year, I said the same thing, and look what happened with.
I
Florida.
know.
Like it's but hockey, it's so hard.
It wasn't 4 bagel, was it? It was game 7 last year.
We had the lead with 2 minutes left. They got a PP tied it up.
Oh wow, that's
We were
right.
up 3-1 without Patrice in them. They came back.
That's right.
So another pod.
Yeah. Wow.
I
Boys,
think Sorry,
go
I
ahead,
think
go ahead.
2011 might have been a bit more gut wrenching than 94. I mean, I was very young.
I was younger.
I remember, but 94 Nucks were underdogs, were they not? They weren't expected
were.
to do anything,
Yeah,
right?
they were.
So
Came back against Calgary,
Yeah.
beat Toronto.
Yeah.
I think maybe Dallas. Was Dallas
No,
the
it
other
was,
team?
It was Calgary, Dallas, and then Toronto, and we.
Yeah, Calgary,
Toronto in the
Dallas,
third round.
Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, 2011
Rangers, listen, it'd be cool. I wouldn't mind a Vancouver Rangers matchup again.
That would be
I
cool.
wouldn't. I wouldn't mind a Vancouver Boston. I'll take Boston. I want another matchup
I would
again.
I don't know.
I want
I
it.
don't think I could handle that.
Yeah, because of-
honestly, I don't know if I could. It was just like friendships might be broken this time.
close.
I'd rather just see maybe the Bruins lose, and then it's just I don't know. I don't want to see the Rangers Canucks.
ideal for me.
Let's
My
give
number
us-
one choice. I want Rangers Canucks.
Let's give us Boston, Vancouver again. It'd be nice and spicy, and we can.
It'd be crazy. Storylines would be
fucking
through the
nuts.
roof.
Marchand
would
would be
be.
having a heyday.
Oh, give us
Oh
that.
my
Let's
God.
give us that.
Awesome, boys. Well, regardless, we are jacked up April, and we'll be watching it in the Goatrage. Johnny, you gotta come watch some games,
Buddy, I'm gonna.
Thank you
Hey,
so
listen.
much.
If you're gonna do a live stream,
Yeah, I got to.
listen. One game. If you get a surprise knock on the door,
Yeah.
and you're in here, and I see you're doing a live stream, I'm 2 minutes from you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just come over and do
I'll
a
be
knock,
here.
and I'm gonna jump on. I'm gonna jump on.
This isn't my pony in the race. I'm gonna come watch
Yeah.
it live.
All right, good.
You're stress free.
All right, good.
Stress free, exactly.
Exactly. Son of a bitch.
I'm excited for you guys. No, but you're
No, I know you are, and I respect that because you actually care about like the fans.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
actually just want us back in the.
My nephew hasn't seen a fucking playoff game.
My
right?
kids,
Yeah, right?
my
Like,
kids,
it's-
my
it's
kid,
gonna
my
be
kids actually
exciting,
cheering
man.
the game. That's what I want. I want her. They weren't around in 2011.
Yeah.
You know, so I want them cheering it on.
Good for you guys, man.
Yeah.
Why don't we end it with a quote from Coach Rick Tocchet, Jack Adams winner? Will be.
He's
Deserves
up.
it.
Yeah, he
Deserves
deserves
He's
it.
a slam dunk.
You think so?
He already is. They already.
Fuck, man,
Yeah.
This season's so weird though. Like, what if Pittsburgh gets in?
Yeah, I know.
Don't matter.
I still think
Anyways,
Tocchet
yeah.
should-
I see talking to you.
The turnaround
Yeah.
is,
No, yeah.
is it's pretty nuts.
He's a hockey guy. Yeah.
Okay. This is from Rick Tocchet. Willing to pay the price. There's a will factor. If you want to score a goal, you better get some ice bags. It's hard to play that style, but you are going to get rewarded, especially in April. That's when you get rewarded. This is the greatest of all time podcast show, Goat Radio.
Yes.
We will see you next time for more Goat history. We'll see you later.
Nice job, boys.
Good job.
That